Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to Invest in You. Do you want to grow your money, be in control, learn more, and just have a good time doing it? This is the channel for you. What this channel will be about, how it's going to work, what I'm going to speak to you guys about. I'll give you the opportunity to learn with me, follow everything I do. I'll tell you the mistakes I make. And a lot of mistakes, I'll tell you where I did something good, something right. My success stories, my fail stories, and most importantly, I'll be dumbing down all these investing terms, showing you what's the main things to look at, what I look at. I'm definitely going to be talking about the different types of investing forms like stocks, ETFs, mutual funds, all those. And then also on this channel, we'll be going through some ETFs, we'll be pulling them apart. I'll be showing you what's in those, what stocks are available out there, what they do. We'll be discussing them. And if you guys have any ideas, topics, or stocks you want me to look at, drop them down in the comments box and I'll have a look at them and make a future video maybe. And it probably sounds like gibberish if you're new, if you're a beginner, don't run away, please. This is how I felt. I opened Investopedia to try and learn, and I just saw all these terms and I was like, gee, this is going to be an entire year's worth of studying that I have to do. There's a lot of things out there you can do. You can sell products, which is obviously great and amazing, but you have to find a product, you have to be original, you can't have knockoffs and all those things. So best thing to do, start investing your money now. Be early. The earlier you start, the better. One of the biggest negative but successful marketing schemes is a bank telling you, put your money in a savings account. A savings account where you can access the money on a day-to-day basis will give you about 3 to maybe 4% interest on your money lying there. A long-term fixed savings account, maybe 5% if you're lucky. But what they don't tell you is that inflation currently sits at about 4.6, 4.8%. So technically, if you're getting 4.5% on your savings account, you're losing money. You're literally making negative 0.2% a year. Yes, your thing will show, oh, plus 4.5%. It's not plus 4.5%. It's plus 4.5 minus 4.6. Quick math, you know? So it's not, you're just farming backwards. It's not a good plan. It's not a good idea. There's so much you can learn about this. It just becomes a lot. And then all I'm trying to do is just to simplify it a bit and give you my 2 cents. So the sooner you start, the better. The better. Do you only have 50 Rand in your account and you don't know what to do with it? Have people told you you need a small amount of investment before you can start investing, and then that amount turns out to be $100? If you're like me and you have 50 Rand to invest, you have 50 Rand just lying around, listen to this. There is a way you can do it, and you can actually grow your money in a very good way. I mean, I've watched so many videos where they're like, do this to make passive income, do this to make your own money, do this to make grow your wealth. And then you watch this entire 20-minute video and in the end they're like, all you have to do is invest $500. And I'm like, bro, where do I get $500, you know? So this is for us that don't have $500. We have $5. Yes, $5. And you can use it. You can do something with it. You can start investing even if you only have 50 Rand to save. Because as Einstein said, the 8th wonder of the world is compound interest. Okay? Compound interest is amazing. And if you start early, you can do a simple Excel calculation or just in your calculator. If you add 5 Rand every single month to something, it just builds and builds, and it's amazing. And that's how you can start small and grow and grow and be big. You don't have to be a financial analyst to make a good and informed decision on where to invest in nowadays. You've got the internet at your fingertips. You can research news topics. You can look at these companies' financials. All of that you can do. And it's accessible to you. You sitting in your room, and you can take control. You don't need to be able to analyze financials to the T. You don't. To make an informed and a good decision on a stock, you don't need to go that into depth. Yes, it helps way into depth into those, like all the finances, looking at the assets of a company and all those things, it does help. But just because you can't delve that deep doesn't mean you can't invest. You can still make a very informed decision as to what to invest in. Yeah, so I'll be talking about the platform I use in South Africa, which gives you access to Australian stocks, USD stocks, and South African. Financial analysts and financial investors, they are great if you have large sums of money and you need someone to manage all of that. And even if you have small amounts, they are a good option. But if you're like me and you don't want to pay a lot of amounts on brokerage cost and management cost, and you just wanted to take control of your own money, listen to this. Because financial advisors normally take about 1% to 2% of your investment annually for their fees, and then they also have a management fee on top of that. And a lot of times they're going to be investing into ETFs or something for you, which also has another fee on top of that. So it just became too much for me. So I decided, if I can take control, I found this platform that has almost no costs. You only pay for the stuff you invest in. And if you're not from South Africa, no fuss. You stick around, subscribe, follow, and yeah, I'll be going through all the investing stuff. I'm focusing most of my stuff to South Africans because I feel like investing used to in South Africa be only for the top and the rich, and there's a lot of companies doing good that are making it accessible for everyone. There's one platform that I'm using that I'm going to talk to you guys about is really doing that, and they're making a lot of difference, and they're allowing people, if you have 5 Rand, they're allowing you to invest, which is great, and you can grow that and make some money on it. You know what? I'm living in South Africa. There's a lot of issues, like a lot, but there's also good sides. There's also good things, and you know, I thought that if I saw a way to make money, or not make money, but like grow my money in a ethical way, in a good way, and a way that like I to some extent having control over it, why not share that with the rest of the world? There's a dog in the background. Yeah, so I'm currently doing my master's in engineering, management and construction. A big chunk of it is about project finances, so I do understand the finance world to some extent. I'm not entirely clueless. And full disclosure, guys, I am not a financial analyst, advisor, boffin, what other words are there? Yeah, so whatever you see and hear on this channel, I'm just talking to you. We're having a conversation, we're at a braai, or we're at a function, we're at a coffee shop, okay? You asked me out about investing and I gave you my 2 cents. Yeah, so with my master's research, I'm doing a lot of research into new tech companies out there that people don't normally know about. Companies changing, developing, building into infrastructure. And what I'm hoping to do is use that knowledge, maybe make a video or 2 delving into those companies or that technology, showing you what's out there, and then you can make an informed decision using that into maybe an up-and-coming technology, something in the 4th Industrial Revolution. There's so much. So yeah, I had 50 Rand just lying around, started with that, checked out this platform that I'm using. I came down on this wonderful platform. It's a South African company. They're doing great stuff. They give you access to the USD market, the JSE market, and the Australian market. And there's another thing, they are probably going to revolutionize how we invest in property. They're really doing great stuff. And yeah, they're trustworthy. The CEO takes accountability for when stuff goes wrong, and they fix it, and they talk to us, and yeah, it's a very good. And watch my future video, probably in the next one. Yeah, probably in the next one. Watch my next video, and where I'll be talking about that platform that I'm using. It's really great, low cost, well, almost no cost, but yes, it's great. People always say, oh, but it's too late to start now. All the companies are already so expensive. They're all up there. You don't have to buy, the platform I'm going to show you, you don't have to buy full shares, guys. You can buy fractional shares. You can buy a little piece of a share. It's the same principle as buying Bitcoins. You can buy a little Satoshi. You can buy a piece of a Bitcoin. If I invested into Bitcoin 5 years ago, I would be loving life at the moment. if you invested into Apple or into Google, into any big company way back when they started, you would have been, and then a lot of people say, yeah, but you see Apple, they're already so expensive now. Google, they're so expensive, they're up there now. There's other companies, there's always innovation. We're in the brunt of the fourth industrial revolution. There's so many new companies doing great things, developing. I mean, don't you want to be part of that day that SpaceX goes public and you can buy shares in them and then claim that the same thing as, hey, I bought shares in Google in the start and look at where I'm at now. And then you can be, hey, I bought shares in SpaceX at the start and look where I am now. So there's always new companies. It's never the end. There's always a good point to get in and start investing. Yeah, so I'm here to show you how I understand it. Keep it simple, keep it real. And maybe you can learn something, maybe not. Take it as you want. And yeah, I just felt that as I grow, I can show you and we can grow together. And yeah. And you don't have copious amounts of money lying around, and you just want to be in control of your own money, stick around, and I'll show you how I used very little money to start investing, and I started growing it, and I made some very good returns just 1 year in. There's my doggo. She keeps interrupting me, so I just want to give her some love. Okay, cool. Okay, Lisa.